time. There you go.
Okay, so my question is, does the sober living have to be licensed?
The sober living doesn't have to be licensed through the state, but it needs to be certified because it's going to help with contracts,
Okay.
right? Sober living insurance, because you want the niche specific SLE insurance.
Okay.
You're gonna want to make sure that it's just following the guideline that comes from the certification body.
Okay.
Good question though.
Okay.
Next question.
Next question. Oh my gosh. How long is the process to be able to, from the beginning all the way to like, get it all open and everything?
I love this question. So I do, because everybody asks this question all the time.
Okay.
So when it comes to starting up a sober living, you can get up and running in less than 30 days.
Okay.
But it's a business, so it takes time.
Okay.
It's not a get rich overnight scheme.
Mhm.
It's a business that if you invest in it, little money, little time, what ends up happening is that normally the community and all the agencies starts depending on your sober living, and they're like, hey, you know what, we can call up, what's your name again?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
Yeah.
We call up Esmeralda at ABC Sober Living and see if she has any beds available.
Okay.
But we're looking at around 30 days to get up and running or less.
Okay.
To be able to be up and running, I would say 6 months to 8 months, when you're looking at, okay, you got clients in, you're making money, and those things are happening,
Okay.
right? So it can be sooner than that.
Mhm.
It can take longer than that.
Okay.
A lot of that is on you and your hustle.
Yeah.
What I provide for you is the how to open it up.
Mhm. Okay.
Next, next question.
Okay, so my next question is, so when you say it needs to be certified, is that where you go and get like your business license, or how does that work? Because I'm so confused about all this certified
Right.
thing.
I have a 4-step process,
Okay.
and it takes you from the assessment, where we assess the property, make sure it makes sense.
Hmm.
Is the home in an HOA?
No,
Okay, perfect.
my
And
home.
so,
I'm sorry. My home is 4 years old. So it
mhm,
has all the like the sprinklers, So
nice,
yeah, so
nice.
they do that to the new home that has panels. We have
E-
everything.
All of it.
Yeah.
Right. So even if it was older,
Hmm.
it would still qualify.
Okay.
I think it can help because it's newer.
Uh huh.
In some cases it could hurt, but I don't think you'll have a problem with that.
Hmm.
One of the biggest things is if it's in an HOA.
Yeah. No. It's.
Second of all, so what I do is I go from assessment
Hmm.
to the setup,
Okay.
right? And the setup is where we're looking at certification. We are looking at niche specific SLE insurance.
Hmm.
We are looking at
Sorry. Did I?
house manager. We are looking at just various aspects of the intake packet,
Uh huh. Sorry. I.
dealing with the neighbors, all of those things, setting it up.
Okay.
Then we move from that stage to the fill up stage.
Okay.
And that essentially is when I'm training you on everything I did
Uh huh.
to start and market and scale up to 4 SLEs.
Okay.
And so that's my role in this, is kind of being a guide, a coach, a teacher.
Hmm.
And then the last one is going to be the train up. That's where I train you on the day-to-day operations, either you or your house manager, but normally it's both. I actually help a lot of my clients locate house managers,
Okay.
because they're the ones that's going to be in there dealing with the addict and the alcoholic, or either or.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to have a manager, or
You don't have to.
yeah. Let me
If
take
you don't have,
yeah. Let me
go
just
ahead.
explain to you a little bit, because as an interpreter, I run my own business, you know. So
Hmm.
the reason why I want to be at home is because I'm able to run my business from home. So
Yes.
yeah, so I just have to find interpreters, and everything is all set up for me. It's just moving back home and trying to run everything. So I do my own schedule. I do everything because I do, everything. I'm on my own.
Got it.
So that's why I wanted to
Yeah.
see
So,
if I need a manager or not.
do you have any experience with AA?
I don't.
Okay. Do you have any experience with drug testing?
I don't have any experience on doing the drug testing, but that was something that I was looking into to get into, because I watch a lot of videos, and I thought, okay, I can do the drug testing and just get
Mm-hmm.
certified, and
Sure.
yeah. So I mean, that's not a problem, me trying to do it. I mean, I went to school for MA, so it's still like within the medical field. So
It is.
it
It is.
so
It
I
is.
know a little bit of
Absolutely.
everything.
So I think, and I recommend it,
Okay.
everyone finding a house manager.
Okay.
You don't have to get a house manager.
Okay.
But when I look for house managers, I'm looking for someone that has an experience dealing with the addict and the alcoholic in recovery. Because
Okay.
recovery is an active change in our ideas and our attitudes.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to find somebody that understands the 12-step process.
Could that be like my son is a recovery addict, and he came out from the rehab for he
Mhm.
was in there for a whole year. I mean, I can try to get him involved.
You absolutely can.
Mm-hmm.
My only suggestion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because here is the pitfalls of not getting somebody that understands about recovery.
Okay.
As those people come out of wherever,
Yeah.
drug and alcohol rehabs,
Mm-hmm.
or if they're coming out of the prison system,
Mm-hmm.
they've been introduced usually to the 12 steps,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to know what it looks like and what it sounds like, that someone that understands.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can't relate, or if you can't relate to them, there's going to be a disconnect, just so that you know. And it may not show up at first, but it will. Now,
Okay.
I'm not saying you can't do a sober living,
Mm-hmm.
but if you're looking to have a sober living where people are in active recovery,
Okay.
which is an active change in our ideas and attitudes,
Uh-huh.
because that atmosphere creates and changes people. Like, that sober living turns into like a cocoon. They come in one way and then they fly off another way because the atmosphere was right.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not right and they're like, she don't know nothing about no recovery, what
Mm-hmm.
ends up happening, doesn't have to, what I've seen happen is that they may try to say stuff like, you know what, it's just a beer.
Mm-hmm.
Or they'll do something like you may or may not pick up on,
Mm-hmm.
but somebody that is immersed in recovery, they might be like, come on, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So just, I mean, you can, absolutely. My recommendation is that you find somebody that is in recovery.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Now,
Got it.
next question.
What are we looking at into it? Like, what's the investment part? Like, how big is
Sure.
it?
The investment, which investment? Time, money.
Everything.
Okay. So if you are doing it yourself, there's going to be a time investment. You and your son, that's two people,
Mm-hmm.
not bad, but there's some time investment. We can mitigate some of that because you not giving them rides, but maybe if you're not giving them rides, you're close to the bus, the bus stop,
Mm-hmm.
or they're getting Ubers or something like that. or there's community services that take care of that. So rides are a big one that I try to stay away from
Mm-hmm.
because it kind of enmeshes you with the client. Not
Okay.
saying you can't. I know a lot of people who do. I try to stay away from it.
Okay.
But there's some times where it's kind of hard because, hey, I need a ride. I'm coming into your SLE. I've already been approved. I need to get over there. And
Mm.
that needs to happen ASAP because a lot of the times they're dealing with, I could go use real quick, nobody will know. But the
Mm-hmm.
truth of the matter is, once they take the first one,
That's it.
they're usually off and running. So you lost
Mm-hmm.
them,
Yes.
right? So things to look at.
Okay.
Let's look at the money investment. So I do payments,
Okay.
and so normally I was charging. There's people charging like $8,500.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not charging that. I'm looking at somewhere. I normally do like five k.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm doing is I'll meet with you twice a week for 8 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll get your SLE up and running.
Mm-hmm.
Right within that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go through all of those stages,
Okay.
and there's initial payment. Normally, I like half down,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can finance the rest over like 6 months.
Okay.
So whatever that's left. So there's like 2,500 left
Mm-hmm.
divided by 6 months, whatever that is.
Okay. But what about like right
Oh,
now?
good,
Yeah, I'm right now. I'm in the process of trying to get beds in my rooms,
good.
and so I'm trying to work on getting the house ready. And also because I'm moving back in as soon as my husband just fixing everything, and I'll be
Got it.
fixing, to come back in the house. So, what is the
So,
investment wise like that I
so
have
you're
to do?
probably looking at the niche specific SLE insurance. You'll probably have to pay like maybe like there'll be a down payment of like 8 to 1,000 maybe, and like $100 a month
Okay.
is what they kind of do it.
Okay.
You're looking at the beds,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of the times I got a lot of ways of doing the beds a lot cheaper. So
Uh-huh.
you might be looking at to get started. Maybe you're doing just 3 of those rooms,
Mm-hmm.
and you're looking at maybe bump beds. With new mattresses, you might be looking at 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, depending on how you do it. A lot of different ways, and we go into that.
Yeah.
And then what else is a big one after that? Certifications like 179,
Okay.
and there's other stuff, but that's really it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you could probably get away even if you just did 2 of those rooms, and then we got those filled up and built up, maybe 3,
Okay.
maybe 2.
So it
Might get away with 2.
Yeah. So
Twenty five
if
hundred.
I was to put bunk beds, how many bunk beds are you able to put in the room? Just one?
It just depends. It depends. That's what we find out in the assessment stage.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
I was trying just to put two beds in each room.
Yeah.
Okay. So my other question is, I just wanted to see if I needed to be worth it for me because okay, so if I'm going to be doing 4 rooms, and let's say, for example, if I do 2 people per room, that's 8 people. Um, what are the ranges of per bed here in Merced? Because I know San Jose, it's good, but I'm in the middle of nowhere out there. So,
No, you're not. Because remember, California Prop 1 just passed.
okay,
So you're in California.
okay,
So some of these people are 50 to $100 per day, per diem. So you're looking at anywhere from a regular 700 per bed
okay,
to maybe 3,000
okay,
per bed. So if you got 10 beds, 30,000. If it's 700 times what, 10 beds,
uh-huh,
7,000. Somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
but the base is probably going to be like 7,000,
Okay.
right, per
Okay.
month. So
Okay.
it just depends, and it depends on what contract you get. So that's going to determine. That's where we kind of do all the contracts and get the contracts done for you.
Mhm.
What we do is we point you in the direction.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good about doing my stuff. I mean, I done like I've been
Yeah,
right. I done my I run my businesses, for a long time, and I done like a lot of
right.
different stuff. So I'm very like, if you tell me, okay, go do this, that's what I'm gonna go do.
There
you
you
know.
go. And so that's what I do.
Yeah.
So for that 2,500 up front,
Mhm.
and you're going to get a coach.
Okay.
You're going to get somebody. I made all the mistakes so that you don't have to.
Okay.
Right? I know where to send you off for all the things that you need.
Okay.
It's on you to do it.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I would charge $10,000 for this.
Mhm.
Because think about it. Even after you pay 2,500, at the bare minimum, if you just get 10 people in there at 700 and the 7,000,
Mhm.
you're still doing better than any rental
Yeah.
rented out at the traditional way.
Yeah. I was renting.
So,
I was renting
it,
out. I was renting out for 2,800, and
no, you're going to promise you.
uh,
And that's not even if you got a mortgage. You got to think about what's left after that is what you're actually cash flowing. Not much, is it?
I'm
No.
22. I'm at 22 right now, so
Okay, you're at 22. Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, so 28. You're looking at 600.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I was renting, yeah, I was supposed to be getting 600 profit, but it turned out to be worse because she didn't pay for 4 months, so we still
There
had
you
to pay
go.
out of pocket. So.
And so, and a lot of the times, I mean, you will have private pay people,
Mhm.
no doubt,
Mhm.
but you're gonna. A lot of the times, I say get a balance. We're gonna talk about contracts. We're gonna go get contracts, and then having a good balance of people who are doing private pay. And so we talk about all of that in the setup stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So how do we get started?
Well,
Right?
yeah. Well, yeah. I need to talk to my husband now because this is
Of
something that,
course.
yeah, this is something that we're both doing. It's just that
Sure.
I'm in charge of everything. So, but I still have
So
to
you are the
talk.
decision maker.
Yes, but I still have to talk
Okay.
to
All
him.
right.
I still have to talk to
Right.
him. He already knows about this, and
Mm-hmm.
he's okay with whatever decision I make. But I just want
Mm-hmm.
to talk to him and let him know how
Sure.
this is gonna run because he already has a good job down here in San Jose. I still want to come down here to San Jose and work while get all this all set up. But I can come
Mm-hmm.
back. I can come and go whenever I want. So, but I still, want to talk to him to make sure that, we're moving forward with this because,
Yeah.
we're working together. So,
Okay.
mhm.
So you do that. So the process is really simple.
Okay.
Once you guys decide, 2,500 get you a coach.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm also going to send some videos to you that are
Okay.
already pre-made.
Okay.
I don't know how many there are. It's a lot,
I don't know. I
but
watch all your videos.
you watch all of those videos, but I have a
Okay.
whole library of videos
Okay.
for the people who buy the course.
Okay.
And I just want you guys to have that as a reference so you guys don't have to be like, hey, Daryl, how do I do that?
Okay.
It's there for you.
Okay.
So, and then, so it would be, we would get that initial investment out the way of 2,500.
Okay.
We would go ahead and we would finance the rest over the 6 months.
Okay.
There would be a small contract on what I'm going to do for you and pretty much what I need you to do,
Okay.
right? And then, yeah, we get going.
So your fee is the 5K and that's it, right? Because
That's it.
I just want to say my son has a friend that does everything that you're doing, but he told me like he can come to an agreement where he can get a percentage of whatever I make, and I don't want that. I don't want that. I
Yeah.
want someone to coach me because I feel like if I pay you, you're gonna coach me. If you're my
And then I'm
friend,
out.
yeah, you're
Mhm.
my friend, and you're just gonna coach me whenever you want. you know,
Right.
versus paying you, having you and guiding, for you guiding me to do whatever I need to do, then that's what I need. I don't need someone that's gonna guide me whenever they want or just wait for the money to come in so I can be in a contract with him for
Yeah.
a whole year, giving him a percentage every month. I don't want that.
No.
I just want someone that's gonna coach me like you, and that's it.
And then you're done. And
You're
then
done.
yeah,
Yes.
that's it. And
Okay.
then I'm here for you as much as I can, but kind of once I'm done, I mean, after those 2 months or the what is it, 8 weeks, if I can answer a question, I got you. It's not a problem.
Okay.
I'm there for you as much as I can,
Mhm.
but contractually, it's that 8 weeks, me being there for you, and we're
Okay.
grinding and getting that done.
Okay.
Me and you, or
Okay.
me, you, and then the husband,
Mhm.
son, all of that.
Yeah. Would you be down to come out once we bind? Would you be
Absolutely.
down to come down to like do like hey, this is something that's gonna get transformed into a living home, and you
Absolutely.
know what
I
I
would
mean?
love
Yeah.
that's yeah, you
Okay.
you kind of see what I'm doing here. I
Okay.
need I need more of this. So absolutely. I would
Okay.
love to come down.
Okay.
Normally I can't do every last one of them,
Yeah.
but I like to do the grand opening.
Yes.
Maybe come out, say some words, and then work with you on getting some of those local agencies out, and
Okay.
then we kind of game plan for that, but
Okay.
that's normally in the setup stage. We're kind of looking at the train up stage is where we are with that one. We're already done, but we want to be effective in our grand opening.
Okay.
Is what I want to say.
Okay. Alrighty.
What other questions you got?
Is there anything that I need to worry about? Like, I mean, I don't know. Do we just do like the beds, and is there like something that we're not allowed to do?
Yeah, and so once again, we will. There's no way this because we're already like at 24 minutes.
Okay.
There is no way that I can go into all of that
Okay.
on one phone call. But there are some things that we don't want to do.
Okay. But
Right?
that's
There's
that's
some
part of the
do's and some
coaching.
don'ts.
Okay. No, no,
For
not a
sure.
problem. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, let
Yes.
me let me talk to my husband, and then
Okay.
we will. I mean, I definitely do want to do it. I mean, we already lost over $10,000. Might as well
Oh
do.
Lord.
You know.
I wish people would come to me first. I wish people knew more about this and
Well,
came
let
here
me tell
first to
you,
me.
Daryl. Let me tell you, Daryl. I did know about you before I rented the house, but we were so desperate to move back to San
Mm-hmm.
Jose that we just said, you know what? Let's just get this lady in, and I trusted her. Didn't run her credit. I did
Ah,
bad. It was a bad judgment
okay.
on my side. So, but it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's always time to restart all over again. So,
Exactly.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So then I will reach out to you as soon as I talk to my husband, and then we
Okay.
can go from there. Because definitely we do want to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much for
I'll
your
talk to you
time.
later.
All righty. Thank you, Daryl.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye bye.